right. Hey, Miriam. Welcome to this week's edition of Coffee with the Colonel. Today, I'm super pumped to host Cadet Matthew Lipski. Cadet Lipski is actually from my hometown, Madison, Alabama. So, a shout out to Madison. He went to James Clemens High School, and he came to us on a national scholarship. So, obviously, did very well in high school. Got recommended and selected through a national scholarship, and is here this semester with us as an MS3. And so, for all you out there, this school, the way it works as a traditional 2-year early commissioning program. So Matthew was a high school senior this time last year. This time next year, he'll be complete with advanced camp. So he's going to go to advanced camp this summer. I think he'll do very well. And he's also looking to potentially go to airborne school or air assault school following that. And so I couldn't think of a better cadet to have as the first cadet from our MS3 class. So with that, I'll introduce Cadet Lipski.
I appreciate that, sir. Like you said, I'm from Madison, Alabama, Cadet Matthew Lipski. I went to the better high school of the two, James Clemens, beat Bob Jones. Um, like you said, graduated high school spring 2025. Plan to go active duty after I finish up at hopefully Auburn, and excited for the school year.
Nice. So a future War Eagle too, after he graduates. So he's on track right now. He'll graduate and commission in May of 2027. And so he'd enroll potentially at Auburn there fall of 2027. So great to have you. I'll turn it over to you for any questions.
Yes, sir. If you could offer one piece of advice to you as a brand new lieutenant, what would that be?
Man. So what a great question. As a brand new second lieutenant in the force, what I think I'd actually offer a couple things to myself. Number one, I would say be patient. So one of the things that we emphasize as a leader is making decisions, executing with violence of action, and expecting greatness, which is true, right? As a military officer in charge of soldiers, achieving our nation's goals, those are all valid points. But sometimes you need to take back and just be patient. Let the plan develop. Understand that you may have leaders that have executed the similar plan or a plan very closely to it before. And so not rushing to failure and executing patience would be number one. Number two, you'll hear this throughout your career. I would say enjoy the ride. So I look back, I was a second lieutenant in 2008, and there are multiple, junior soldiers, NCOs, officers, senior leaders that helped develop me. And when you're in the moment and you're executing your daily duties, you sometimes forget to just enjoy it. Like you are leading, the nation's finest. And you know, for anyone that's watching that's ever worked, with me, for me, around me, I just want to say thanks. And so enjoy the ride, be humble, and just thank those that are working with you.
Yes, sir.
Anything else?
What would you say is the biggest issue that our cadets face at camp, and what could we do to improve that?
Yeah, that's another great question. So, um, honestly, our cadets go to camp and feel like they're underprepared, and that's mostly because of age. So, our cadets go to camp, like I just said, after their freshman year of college, but it's the ECP program, so they commission after their second year, and they're competing with cadets at camp that are in their junior year of college. So that 2-year age difference to me is what seemed to, I don't know, cadets think that they're not on the same level because they're a couple years younger. But what I would advise, and to all of you watching, like age is a number, right? The fact that you've agreed to come here has placed you on a path in which you have separated yourself from amongst 99% of the other cadets, in which you've agreed to undertake this really strenuous academic and military curriculum to present and really prepare yourself to be successful at advanced camp. And it's not easy. That's the thing that you got to tell yourself. You've done it. You can do it. And honestly, you should look at them as, 2 years ago, you could have been here if you would have chosen an ECP program. So that's what I would say to that. Yes, sir. All right. So I guess the question for me to you is, you're awarded a national scholarship. What made you want to come to Marion?
So originally, I came to Marion for the SAP program. I was actually accepted here for the Service Academy prep. And then I was looking at it and I realized I could turn a, because I would be here for a year and then minimum 4 years at the academy. So I could turn 5 years, maybe six, into two and still receive quality training. And I figured that was too good a deal to pass up.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, I mean, essentially what he's saying is the 2-year commissioning window, just was a huge incentive to bring him to Marion, and I agree with that. I think, across the nation, there are only 4 military junior colleges that offer this program where you can commission in 2 years, and then we'll give you additional funding to finish your bachelor's degree, and so I commend you. I think that shows exactly the type of person you are, and I honestly think that the sky's the limit for you just based on what I've seen the last semester. And I think you have the potential to be one of the best leaders, that may come out of this school. So, with that, I just want to say thanks for attending today's Coffee with the Colonel. Thanks for being with us. And hey, if you got any questions or comments, put them down below. And then, as I said before, we'd like to, potentially read those and then bring you here. So, all right, thanks for that. That's it for today.